right, so I've done two deal reviews with Val, and starting to get a sense of who I am, the patterns that I have just from those two deal reviews. The more that I do deal reviews with her, the better she will be at identifying the patterns specific to me that she can help me address, so I can consistently improve my execution in any sales situation that I may be having. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open her up and I'm going to ask her to give me just some general sales performance feedback. So let's see what she says here. I'm going to load this up.
Hey, I am Val. What are you working on?
Hey Val, we've done a couple of deal reviews now, and I'm wondering, based on the way our conversations went, if you can identify anything that I need to focus on or anything that will help me get better.
You tend to move into solution and plan fast, especially when the buyer shows interest and you do it before they have owned the business issue and the consequence. That creates the same downstream pattern in both deals. Value stays assumed, so urgency is fragile. Power stays optional, so you feel the need to multi-thread and map legal and infosec without a clean buyer-owned reason. They will prioritize it. If you focus on one thing to get more consistent, make it this question early in every deal. What breaks if you do not hit that business issue by the date? What deal are you working right now where you can practice that this week?
I've got a couple of prospect calls where I can put that into motion. Are there other things that you might recommend I focus on?
Yeah, the other thing I would tighten is making the buyer do the math with you instead of you doing back of napkin math for them. When you say 19 to 20 million upside, that is smart thinking. But until they say their baseline, their target, and how they will measure it, value is still your story, not theirs. And if it is your story, it will not travel inside their org when you are not in the room. On those prospect calls after the consequence question, go one layer deeper and ask, what is the baseline today? What is the target by when? And who is going to be accountable for that number? Which of your upcoming calls has the cleanest measurable outcome you can anchor that on?
I have a prospect call tomorrow with a new prospect construction company where I'll be talking to a senior vice president, and I can put together a way to focus on asking that and grounding that out of the gate.
Good. With an SVP, the fastest way to earn credibility is to sound like you care more about the business issue than your solution. Before you go in, be clear on what you want to walk out with. A buyer owned, time bound number and what breaks if they miss it. If you get that, the rest of the deal gets easier. What did they agree to this call for, in their words?
They agreed to it because they are currently evaluating AI intelligence platforms, and we have a solution that will meet that need. I've done my research. I've done my prep. I need to really focus on a tight way to ask that top priority business issue question. Do you have any suggestions you might be able to provide?
Do not ask what is your top priority on business issue as a standalone. They will give you a theme and you will be back in solution land. Anchor it on the evaluation they already told you about and force it into a measurable time bound outcome. Say something like this in your voice. Before we talk platforms, can I pressure test what you need this to change in the business? When you say you are evaluating an AI intelligence platform, what is the What is the specific business number you need to move by when that made you start evaluating platforms in the first place?
Okay. Can you put that suggestion into the chat box for me?
Yep, I just sent that exact opener into the chat box so you can copy it.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Would you also be able to build a learning journey for me in the system so that I can practice these things in the system itself?
Yes, I built it and dropped the link into your in-call chat panel. It is called Value Clarity to Power Chat. It is set up to drill the two consistency moves we just talked about. 1, get a buyer-owned, time-bound business issue with consequence. 2, make the buyer do the baseline to target math before you touch solution or plan. Do you want the first practice to mirror tomorrow's construction SVP call, or do you want it to mirror your medtech AI transformation situation?
Let's mirror the medtech transformation.
All right, medtech AI transformation it is. I can build the learning journey so you can practice this as role plays, but I need one decision first. Do you want me to use your existing product and personas, or should I create new ones tailored to this medtech deal? Eric, Keith, and an approver persona?
No, I'll do that on the back end. I want to thank you for this, Val. I'll grab this information from the chat and get started. Thank you. So I gotta say, I can get that kind of feedback at any time. And the more deal reviews I do, the more she'll be able to help me. She gave me concrete, actionable things that I can do. She built the role play for me so I can go into the system and practice it. I can tailor, of course, the products, personas, and all of that. But she also gave me, a suggestion for that tight opening line. So, granted, she's doing this review based off of 2 deal reviews that I've done internally, but this becomes a much more powerful tool. And I will use her and have used her on the regular for situations that come up, and I need a quick back and forth with somebody. Some of my sessions with her have been 90 seconds, 2 minutes, right? So it's pretty damn impressive, must say. So let me know what you think in the comments, or reach out if you want to see more of her. Happy to schedule some time. And of course, I have to say this since we're on YouTube, but subscribe to the channel because we're going to continue to put out other product reviews and other deal reviews.